Blessings and love, family. I'm here with the lovely Felicia.
Hello.
And Felicia, what were you dealing with before the patch?
I was having some right knee pain and a little bit of back pain, especially at the end of the day. It's hard to walk, kind of limping a little bit.
And I patched her with the stem cell activation patch, and what happened?
And I am walking without a limp, and I don't have any knee pain. I didn't really think it would work, but yeah, I feel great.
Even your back too?
My back feels pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah.
And about how long did that take?
Oh, what? Not even 10 minutes?
Wow, that's incredible. That's the power of reflecting your own God-given light, energy, and frequency back into the body, activating your stem cell. Thank God for Jesus. Blessings and love, family.
I had a little pain on down this leg here. Sometimes when I'm in the bed, it was throbbing. Yeah, it's a throbbing, baby. So I put the X39 on, and I had my hand. I couldn't make a fist, and it make that cracking sound, so I put it on. I was able to ball my fist up, and I ain't had the pain here no more. I said, whoa. Then I had a little mellow feeling, like, okay, I'm ready to go get out in the yard now.
Blessings and love, family. I'm here with Kenny, the lovely Kenny. And Kenny, what was going on with your back?
Well, it hurt so bad that last night I had to take an ice bath because I'm like, I have to function today. I have to get up and do cardio, keep the process going.
And so after you got patched up with the blessing, with the stem cell reactivation patch, what did you notice?
Like, by the time the conversation was done, I don't feel pain right now at all. So
amazing. Yeah. That's the power of reflecting your own God-given light and energy back into the body, activating your stem cells. Blessings and love in Jesus. You just said, definitely it works. So please tell the people your name and what you were dealing with.
Okay. Hey guys, my name is Noel. I'm a firefighter by trade. I hurt my knee some time ago, and I tried everything. It didn't really help out. But as soon as they put these patches on, it really changed the difference of the dynamics of me walking. Could have been it, not to be a little bit further down.
Wow.
Yes,
So, how long have you been patched up?
Right now, we've been patched up for like maybe 3-4 minutes now.
4 minutes. Wow. That's the power of reflecting your own body's light and energy back into the body, activating your stem cells. Blessings and love. Thank God for Jesus. Blessings and love, family. I'm with the lovely Courtney. Where was your pain, and what level was your pain at before the patch, and then what happened after the patch?
My traps were on a level 10, and I'm probably like at 2 or 3 right now.
Wow. And how long did that take?
About an hour?
Wow. That's incredible. That's the power of reflecting your own God-given light, activating the healing systems in the body.
X39 has really changed my life. I'm not stuck at home in pain and in bed. I'm out here with my friends and enjoying my family.
Big thank you to LifeWave for helping me, helping my family, and helping the 100 people now in our team who are used.
I have so much more energy.
Throughout the day, I can focus better. I can concentrate in my work.
Our church worship service lasts 45 minutes. For the last 2 years, I've not been able to stand that long. 2.5 weeks into wearing the X39 patch, the pastor said, "You can now be seated." It dawned on me at that moment that, my goodness, I've been standing this whole time, didn't realize it.
After starting using the technology for approximately 2 weeks, my pain completely disappeared.
32 years of pain gone in 3 days.
I just love the products. They just help me to feel younger and younger year after year.
Thank God for X39.
My skin becomes younger, softer, firmer.
It's been really, really, really amazing.
I love X39 because it really helped reduce the inflammation in my knee. I can now run again. Woohoo!
Family, family, family. Blessings and love in Jesus. Terrific Tuesday. Hopefully this finds you well. My name is Noel like Christmas. This is my lovely bride. I call her my HoneyLove.
Yes, I'm also known as Tasha.
She was my baby girl in high school. And this evening we have a tremendous blessing to share with you that is both scientifically excited and physically and financially game-changing. We're really at the forefront of a breakthrough.
Absolutely.
Reactivating our body's natural healing systems with our own God-given light. Never heard of anything like this or experienced anything like this before. I'm so grateful to God for one phone call that I made August of 2022 to wish my brother in Christ, Mikey, a happy birthday. And within that conversation, he shared with me this patch that I'm wearing on my hand, as well as the back of my neck, C7, which is that vertebrae that protrudes. If you look down and feel the back of your neck, that little speed bump. I'm wearing 2 patches today. And listen, rewinding back to August of 2022, I had no idea that in that conversation, God would send the answer to the prayers that I'd been praying. I didn't even know that my HoneyLove was praying a similar prayer. But I'm telling you, just to take you really quickly back to where I was, I had just gotten $500,000 in additional life insurance because my heart was feeling like a balloon stretched about to bust.
And I didn't even know it, y'all.
And with every breath, every inhale, I would get sharp stabbing sensation in my chest. And really and truly, I started inhaling with a prayer. But when I saw the information on this that we're getting ready to share with you, family, I knew without a shadow of a doubt that God had sent the answer. And you will see why as we begin to move through the information as we share this evening. Family, you want to text the person that invited you on this Zoom right now and just say thank you.
Thank you.
And if you don't do it right now, sometime throughout this Zoom, you're going to do that, because family, when your eyes open to this, you're going to get just as excited as my HoneyLove and I are, and so many are on this Zoom tonight. So it's truly a blessing to be with you. We're going to jump right into the information because what happened, family, after doing the research, I did the best research, which was getting a patch on my body and a patch on my wife's body. And guess what? In one day, all our pain gone. We didn't know that God would shift our health. We didn't know he would shift our relationship. When you're no longer in pain, you communicate better. Intimacy is better. Everything is better when you're no longer in pain. And it also cause us to lose some unwanted weight.
Absolutely.
Myself, several pounds. My HoneyLove went from 230 to 180 pounds. We didn't know it would even shift our finances, but because it ministered to us in such a powerful way, we began ministering to our friends and family. And wow, it wasn't just us who were having miracles in our body, but it seems like every single person we put this little technology on, they had a life-changing miracle occur. So we're going to jump into the information. The screen is being shared already. Wow, absolutely. Thank you, HoneyLove. So the question of the evening is, have you been patched? Because once you're patched, your health is going to elevate, your body's healing system activate, and your body is going to regenerate. And it all starts with David Schmidt, the not only CEO, but scientist and inventor, has over 200 patents, specializing in age reversing. But in 2008, he shifted his focus
and attention to stem cell research. And the recent patent we're getting ready to look at took 10 years, $4.5 million. That concerns this technology to bring it to market. So let's look at the patent. And family, in your own time, you can look at the over 20 pages of this patent, but the paragraph highlighted is what you want to really pay attention to. It says, as a result of elevating copper peptides. We didn't know what copper peptides were, but we found out they're the holy grail of age reversing, and that's why people pay thousands of dollars for copper peptide injections. It's the most studied and celebrated peptide in the body. But here's the deal. This elevates your own copper peptides. And then it says right here, including activation of stem cells. Listen, we didn't know that stem cells were the master or mother cell of the body. See, a lung cell cannot become a heart cell cannot become a liver cell, but a stem cell can become whatever cell the body needs it to become to heal, repair, and rejuvenate the body.
And that's the reason why this is absolutely phenomenal, such an amazing technology, because the fewer stem cells we have is the faster we age and the slower we heal. That's the reason why hundreds of millions of people are experiencing the symptoms of aging. However, it does not have to be what it used to be any longer because of this technology. You know, I was not aware, okay, out of all of the doctor visits that I've gone on, I was not made aware that age 30, we lose more than 60% of our stem cell activity. And as my husband just said, a stem cell can become anything the body needs it to become in order to heal and repair itself. And then at age 60, we lose 90 to 95% of that stem cell activity. And that is huge. But guess what? With this little blessing, reactivating our own body's dormant stem cells, all of that can be turned around. Listen.
So how the X39 works. It's a proprietary form of phototherapy. Family, phototherapy means light therapy. It happens to be the most powerful light on the planet. Yes, even more powerful than the sun, believe it or not. But it's easy to believe once you refer to Genesis 1 verse 26, we're made in the image and after the likeness of the Father of lights. And matter of fact, the very first thing God said in Genesis 1:3 is, let there be light. When he cut the lights on, they work. So for the first time, we have a technology that works for everyone, everything, every time. It's just a matter of time because the patch is reflecting your own God-given light. Now, how it's being done is encased in the center of the patch is patented organic plant nanocrystal. Nano just means really small, right? And those crystals act as little mirrors reflecting our own God-given light. And that's how 11 healing systems, including our stem cells, are activated. The patch is non-transdermal. That means nothing from the patch is absorbed into the skin, the bloodstream, or the body. So it doesn't matter if you're on medication or if you're in the middle of a medical procedure. There's nothing that's going to interfere with your procedure or the medication you're taking. There's absolutely no drugs, chemicals, or stimulants. It's totally non-invasive. And LifeWave products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or medical condition. It's not about the patch.
Absolutely.
It's about what the patch does, which is activate the healer, the miracle that this body was intelligently designed to be.
Absolutely. And listen, all of these benefits that you see on this page, both my husband and I have experienced increased strength. Now, this is the reason why we have professional athletes that are absolutely loving this product because they're meeting their personal best. They're able to push more weight. They're able to recover faster. I mean, the reduced inflammation is a whole game changer because it doesn't matter whether or not you are, 4 or 104. It does not matter. This here is an absolute benefit to the body because, as we know, inflammation is the root cause of all pain and dis-ease in the body. When you reduce inflammation, your whole life changes completely. Now, increased stamina and energy and vitality. Let me tell you something. This here is the reason why you've got Olympic athletes that are excellent in what they do, that are actually winning even more. Y'all remember Michael Phelps when he was cleaning up all of those gold medals? Well, guess what he was doing? He was patching.
But family, you don't have to be an athlete. Just having stamina for the day, to be able to work and then come home and still have energy to give to your family, your children, your spouse, and to the things that, you know, add some peace to your life, some joy to your life, and then energy and vitality. Listen, within 5 minutes of having this patch placed on my body, I felt natural energy. And seriously, I'm not talking about energy that I used to feel when I drank coffee or an energy drink, which sad to say this, but thank God, I'm no longer living that lifestyle.
Amen.
I was drinking up to 4 energy drinks a day to survive back in August of 2022.
My Lord.
Within 5 minutes, that habit was kicked. I didn't have to take a sip of any of the 4 energy drinks that I had already purchased, because I felt natural energy. I felt like when I was 12 to 14, could play basketball all day at the park, in the sun, come home and eat down the refrigerator. It was absolutely incredible.
Absolutely. Now, mental clarity, listen, anyone that does more than one thing a day can understand this. As a matter of fact, it doesn't even matter. Just having your wits about you is just a blessing, okay? Especially with that inflammation that gets up in the brain and causes you to forget everything. And then you're like, Lord Jesus, I need your help. Look, to be able to walk into a room and remember why you went into that room, that is an absolute blessing. But then you have people that have the forgetful issue. You know what that's called? We've seen people with the forgetful issue, and they're continuing to repeat the same question over and over and over again. That stops. Anyways, we're not going to go there. Y'all understand what I'm saying. Restored musculoskeletal conditions. Listen, this is the reason why I'm sitting here right now. The friend of ours who shared this with us did not know that I had just given birth to the last 2 of our 5 kids, and that was after the age of 40. And my last baby, I carried her so low in my pelvis that my body began to dislocate before time. After I gave birth to her, it didn't come back together. For 2.5 years, I walked around with a dislocated pelvic and hip area. To say that that was uncomfortable is an understatement. I was literally moving like an unhealthy 65-year-old. I would get up out of the bed in the morning and I would literally be hunched over until I could straighten back up again, until I got enough blood flow moving that my body could move a little bit better. But I'm telling you, I don't do that anymore. God is so good. Less than 2 months after using this little blessing, and my body's healing system waking back up again and doing what God naturally created it to do, my body that was dislocated for 2.5 years came back together. I couldn't believe it, y'all. A lot of other wonderful things happened. Like, because I wasn't able to work out and I had gained so much weight, I was 230 pounds. In the first 2 months of using these little blessing and my body resetting, I lost 18 pounds. And then after about 7 months, I lost 60 pounds. But for the last 2 years, I've kept that weight off. Now, improvement of sleep, that is a huge one in our family from my husband.
Family, what I can tell you honestly is in the last 24 months that we've been using these patches, I've had the best deep quality sleep than in the previous 20 years. See, I used to go to bed, sleep 2 to 3 hours, pop up like a Pop-Tart, can't go back to sleep from the first night. I put this patch on, or actually my brother in Christ put it on my C7, went to bed, slept more than 8 hours, had incredible sleep, woke up feeling like a brand new man. And improved skin appearance. People are noticing their skin is tighter, more radiant, less wrinkles. And I myself, once I turned 40, I'm 47 years young, I started having some issues with my skin. It was responding differently to foods and just a lot of different things. So I would get boils all over my head and my face. Thank God, since patching, I have not had one of those experiences.
Thank God.
So, family, this really helps us to achieve optimal health, a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. And we're not just talking about conversation, how people are saying they feel. We're literally talking about documentation. Like right here, we have a topography map scan of a 77-year-old fitness instructor's brain. Thank you, HoneyLove. So she was keen on her diet and her lifestyle. But you look at session one. Session one, you see all that red? That's inflammation. A lack of brain activity, a lack of stem cell activity. You see those two circles? That's disconnected brain activity, a lack of brain coherence. But session two, just 3 weeks of wearing the X39 on the back of her neck, reflecting her own God-given infrared light, activating her 11 healing systems, including her stem cells. Look, the inflammation virtually all gone. More brain coherence. Look at that connective brain activity. Then session 3, just 6 weeks. Look at that. Double the brain activity, a complete turnaround. It can be noted when she came in, her brain was hyperactive. Her brain calmed down dramatically. And that's why so many people that experience issues with stress, issues with depression, they're noticing within 6 weeks a dramatic turnaround as well.
Absolutely. This is the reason why all of my people that have said I've noticed a difference in my ability to think, my mental clarity, that's the reason why. Now, all of these benefits that you see here, right here, if you can talk about long-term being 6 months, okay? But these are some of the quote unquote long-term benefits per case study is on thisisatinfo.com. So within the first few days, 4,000 of our genes begin to reset. That is huge for anybody who understands. This is the reason why we have doctors that are literally going bonkers over this because of that 4,000 gene reset, because they understand, okay?
It's like being born again.
Literally. Now, within 6 weeks, the brain becomes balanced, as you just saw with that last slide with the topography scan of that 77-year-old woman. And that's the thing. It doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are, how old you are. When inflammation leaves your brain becomes balanced. Within 3 months, collagen naturally increases. This is greater than anything that we can put into our body. And collagen, the beauty industry has made collagen very, very, very popular because of the fact that it beautifies the skin. But guess what? What it does for the outer organs is what it does for the internal organs as well. Look, let me tell you something about hard arteries. That is heart disease, okay? But what it does for the skin that makes it young, healthy, and pliable, that's what it does for the internal organs. So young, healthy, pliable organs, that is a tremendous benefit to the body. It also fortifies the integrity of the musculoskeletal system. It makes the muscles and the bones stronger. We've got 60-year-olds with the bone density of a 25-year-old, and that's huge. Now, this last one.
I always get excited about this because, family, I told you what was going on. I had just gotten $500,000 in life insurance. Additional life insurance.
Yes, additional.
When I saw that within 6 months of using the patches to reflect your own God-given light, activating your healing system, including your stem cells, that all of the internal organs, including the cardiovascular, the heart, reverses in age by 8 years, clinically, medically documented and proven, I prayed a simple prayer. I said, Lord, give me 6 months, not knowing that day one, I would not have to be concerned about that. The last 24 months, it's been a dream. My heart's been feeling like a machine.
Thank you, Father.
That sensation of my heart feeling like a balloon about to bust, gone and stayed away as I continued patching. That sharp stabbing pain in my chest, gone as well. Family, this is not anti-aging. You're not stuck at an age. This is age reversing. So, how to wear the X39.
There's no wrong way to wear that patch. Listen, stick it where it hurt. put it where it hurts. As you see in this diagram, these two places are the places that they use it in order to do the case studies. You have to have it in the same place. Listen, it doesn't matter. When we got all of the wonderful transformation that happened in our body, we wore it on the back of our neck. Now I wear it everywhere, okay? And as you see, my husband, he just spoke about multiple patches. We're most times wearing multiple patches. As long as you drink plenty of water, you can wear more than one a day. You're just gonna wear it for 12 hours on, 12 hours off, and you're going to throw it away unless you have little fur babies or plants like Dr. Watkins. You want to put your old patches on either your plant or your little pets and animals, because I'm telling you, I've seen phenomenal things happen to our dogs, our senior dogs moving like little puppies again. I mean, like all kind of things have happened. So yes, wear it where it hurts. And you can wear more than one. Just like I said, drink plenty of water. Now, this technology is so simple, but it's so sophisticated. I call this God technology because there is no way that this can just come from man's imagination, okay? This is literally God technology because it's so simple, but it's so profound. This thing works.
Absolutely. For everyone, every time. It's just a matter of time. And family, tonight we're so excited to share some powerful testimonies with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pull those testimonies up now. You can see what our kids were watching earlier. But what I'm going to do, and I want you to pay attention because this is how you're going to find these testimonials as well. And all of the presentations that's done by all of the people that's not only had miracles physically, but also financially. So I went to the This Is It team YouTube page. I hit the channel and then I'm going to go to live, right? And I'm going to scroll back and I'm going to come here and I'm going to play a snippet. I'm going to play a snippet of this this testimony. It was just riveting. And this is from the Saturday's team training. So I'm just going to bring this back here. Let me see. Let me move this out the way. Okay.
I would call this a training.
People's lives as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So in May of 2024, our very good friends, Candy and Casey Mitchell, reached out to us. They had to reach out like 4 times because I kind of ghosted them. I was not in a good place. I had, and I do just want to give an enormous amount of gratitude to David. We've been married 41 years. And, you know, in the sickness and in health aspect, I think you've had your share with me. So much love. I was actually at such a place, I actually asked him to leave me. That's how rough it was. I had long COVID. He laughed at me, of course. I had long COVID and many complications of it. Had something that's called a vascular necrosis, where you lose blood flow to your femur. So I had to have a hip replacement and half of my femur replaced. And I was not recovering from the toxins that were coming from the femoral head collapsing and things like that. So much gratitude for Candy and Casey, who reached out for the technology. You know, David, we had paid, what, $20,000 for stem cell injections?
Yeah, and got some minimal relief for a while. But one of the things that we understand is that's actually a technology that is not for sure. I mean, you can do several and get and spend a lot of money, and you have to do some traveling. It's very invasive in the process. And when we started understanding the technology of the X39, it just made perfect sense to us. All we had to do is try it for ourselves. And once we started developing, I got my energy patches on today because it's been a long weekend, but it's been great. But once you understand the technology and that it actually works, and this is kind of goes into our stories a little bit. Terry had, and she could tell you, but she had more immediate results than I did, and she can share her story.
Yeah, it is. After when I was introduced to it, I didn't really understand it. Quite honestly, I thought it was a little woo-woo, but I trusted Candy and Casey. And I thought, for the price of a cup of coffee a day, for it's non-transdermal, I had already paid $20,000 for somebody else's stem cells. How about I just wake up my own? So got started on those, was waiting for patches to arrive. Then they introduced me to thisisit.info.com. And I started doing my homework. And I really began to understand, also it's patented, that's all on the This Is It info, and placebos cannot be patented. So before my patches even arrived, I think I started 9 people. I could not share with people. So patches arrived, got started within 3 days. So I was 7 months past my surgery. My incision had not healed. Within 3 days, my incision healed. Within 3 weeks, I was out of my wheelchair. I had been back in a wheelchair. I was out of my wheelchair, and it's just been nothing but gradual improvements. And that is, David just did a thumbs up. You can imagine. And I will say this. I hope I'm okay saying this. With married for 41 years, him, having to take so much care of me, you lose some intimacy. And I'm not talking about what you might think is intimacy. I'm talking about it was hard on me and my heart to have my favorite person in the world and my friend caring for me. When we started learning about this, I really started seeing the bigger picture and the bigger vision of being able to live longer, to not having to have my children or my husband care for me. My mom and my 2 older sisters all of them passed away at 62. I did not want that to be me. 3 amazing little grandchildren, I wanted to be able to keep up with them. That's still kind of hard though, by the way. They're a little hyperactive and that's kind of fun. But it is pretty amazing. And David said, I'll get started on the patches. David, you're a little more skeptical than I am, just by nature. But he was like, I'll do it too, and I'll let you tell your part of the story.
Well, I do want to say I'm optimistically pessimistic. I don't believe something works until I prove it does, but I'm hopeful that it does work. So,
all right, family. So you can go and you can check out the rest of that testimonial. We're going to play one more testimony, and this was again, you can go to This Is It Team YouTube page and you can get all of these testimonies. So this next testimony, I'm just going to play.
On the fence and afraid.
Every month patch now for a little over 2.5 years. Now, leading up to that, right before that, I had just wrapped up my college softball career in the spring of 2022. And so I spent most of my career, which is where I graduated with my bachelor's and master's degrees from the University of South Carolina. And so while I was playing softball, I had hip surgery in 2018 to repair a torn hip. My labrum tore my hip as a result of a condition called FAI, which basically means I had lots of different bone spurs in my hip, which led to my labrum shredding up over time. Wow. Then 14 months later, June 19, 2019, I had shoulder surgery to repair a torn labrum in my left shoulder. And so leading up to those surgeries and after, I did lots of different things to try to calm the pain, like PRP injections, steroid injections, and different medications like oxycodone. And I didn't even like to take Tylenol, still don't like to take anything like that, but they told me that you're going to be in a lot of pain after this surgery, so we have to prescribe you oxycodone. And so after taking 1 pill when I left the hospital or before leaving the hospital, and then a half a pill the next day, after just 1.5 pills of the oxycodone, I was throwing up for over 2.5 weeks straight. And to the point where I had to carry a bucket around the house because I didn't know if I was going to be able to make it to the bathroom since I was unable to walk. And so what I found that helped the most were the PRP injections. Now, PRP injections are very similar to stem cell injections, whereas they basically use your body to heal itself. and they're localized, meaning that they only help the area in which you get the injection. So I actually had the hip condition in both of my hips, and I had to get those injections every 5 to 6 months. So for the last 3 years of my career, that's what I did. Every 5 to 6 months, I had to pick and choose which hip hurt the most and get those PRP injections there. So then fast forward to the summer of 2022, right after wrapping up my college softball career, my dad, Reggie, was introduced to the X39 patch by his friend, Mr. Ken Robinson. And I saw my dad go from thinking that he was going to have knee replacement surgery to within 1 week of wearing the X39, his knee pain was gone. I saw him go from limping around, being in a lot of pain, to being able to walk without a limp and being able to jog. And so I saw that transformation, and my dad said, hey, Lauren, put this patch on your hip, put it on your shoulder, let me know what happens. So the first day I put the patch on my shoulder, right here where I had the shoulder surgery, you can still see some of the scars. And so when I had this shoulder surgery, I typically was able to, my shoulder was always popping and clicking. Now, anyone with rotator cuff or labrum issues can relate to that popping and clicking sensation. So the first day I noticed my shoulder was no longer popping and clicking when doing arm circles. So I noticed, okay, that's interesting. I kept on wearing the patch. A week into wearing the patch is when I noticed a natural increase in energy. That was huge for me because I was diagnosed with hypothyroidism my sophomore year of college, which always had me exhausted and planning my days around a nap. And I get a 15-minute nap in before film, a 30-minute nap in after study hall. That's how my entire college career went. So then I continued to wear the patch. My dad said the longer you wear it, the more benefits you'll have. So I kept wearing it. Around month 3, that's when I noticed a tremendous decrease in that hip pain. I was no longer waking up in the morning time sore on the left side of my body where I had the hip and shoulder surgeries. I was no longer able to tell when it was going to rain outside because my joints were no longer talking to me. It was a complete turnaround. And with every month that's passed, that was back in October 2022. My hips have gotten stronger. I'm back to doing 90-degree angle squats in the weight room, back to doing chin-ups and pull-ups. All of that, especially after a long period of time, used to really bother me. But at that point, I was feeling great. And with every month that's passed, it's gotten stronger and stronger. And so it's been fantastic to see not just what it's done for myself, but for other people in my age group. I actually patched with my teammates, and she had 4 concussions between high school and college ball. And she was diagnosed with anxiety and depression. And so we were hitting one day a few months back, and she was during her menstrual cycle. And she said, hey, do you have any Advil or Aleve? I said, no, I don't have any pain medication, but I do have this patch. So she turned around and put the patch on her back. Within 15 minutes, her back pain was gone. And within a few hours, she was asking me, hey, does this patch help with like your mental focus? Because I feel a lot more clear mentally. And I didn't even tell her anything that the patch did. She just turned around and just put the patch on her, and she told me that. So it was fantastic. It's been fantastic just patching other people. So I would strongly encourage you all to just patch everyone regardless of age because we all need it. So thank you, Dad, for allowing me to share.
Awesome job, Lauren. Great testimony. Great being transparent, and I'm sure somebody's been touched. Hey, folks, again, thank you, Lauren. The next person I want to bring up, all these testimonies are powerful. Someone, you all got to hear testimonies. I can't say enough about it. Jeff Payton. Jeff, if you don't mind taking the next few minutes, just share your testimony, sir.
No worries. Hey, Reggie. Listen, I appreciate you having me to share my testimony. I'll get right to it, as a matter of fact, because I'm going to give you an abbreviated version. A little over a decade ago, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes at A1C of 12.1 and sugar spikes that were crazy. Fast forward to just 4.5 years ago, I suffered a severe left side paralysis stroke from the diabetes. And because of that, I was hospitalized. My heart rate dropped to only 15% infraction. They put me on life support and wouldn't let me go home without a pacemaker defibrillator. Wow. So I agreed to have that implant done, which I still have in my body right now. But I wanted to know how much better would I get. The doctor said, we can get you to 45%, Mr. Payton. So I said, okay, great. Out of ignorance, I'm excited because I'm thinking that'll get me back to the things that I was doing before the stroke. I was on a 6-week regimen to my cardiologist to get an EKG, and it always stayed the same, so I plateaued pretty much. But my good friend here, who's the presenter tonight, Reggie Stewart, shared the patch with me. He came by my house, drove 30 miles to get this patch to me. I put the patch on, and it was amazing. I go back, I started wearing that patch from that day to the next visit to my cardiologist. And when I go back to my cardiologist, they noticed a major difference. And he said to me, Mr. Payton, your heart has improved. I've got good news. I said, well, what is it? He said that your heart has improved from 45% function to 60% function.
Wow.
I was like, great. Well, but what does that mean? He said, Mr. Payton, your heart is actually functioning 100% on its own without the use of the pacemaker or the defibrillator. Wow. I was like, okay, great. So at that moment, he asked me what was I doing. I shared this patch with him. He sat in the examining room, pulled it up on the computer. He added it at that moment to my medicine list, along with Entresto, carvedilol, spironolactone, all these high doses of heart medication. But on that day, he cut my meds in half. I was excited about that, but it was time for me to go and come back another 6 weeks later. And at that point, he had to cut my meds in half again. So there was 2 cuts in one within a 12-week period. On top of that, he turned me over to a general cardiologist. Now, the first thing this general cardiologist did was gave me an EKG too, and this was about 6 weeks, 6 or 8 weeks out. And I go in for the EKG. He said, Mr. Payton, are you sure you had congested heart failure? I said, yeah. He said, are you sure you had a stroke? I said, yep, left side paralysis. And he said, Mr. Payton, do you realize that your heart rate is functioning at 89%?
Wow.
I was like, well, that's great. He said, Mr. Payton, you can, I recommend you start exercising. You know, go play basketball. You know, you got the heart of a 20-year-old now. Now, the reason I'm pointing that out and being specific about it is because in this this case study, there was a case study done about the heart reversal. We just heard Reggie mention it. But by wearing this patch for only 6 months, your heart reverses in age by 8 years. That's a little late on the East Coast, folks. But it's the heart reverses by 8 years. So that's the reason that I'm having the results of a 20-year-old in my heart function. So, you know, there's miracles in this tiny little patch. And I recommend those of you who are on the fence and afraid to use it, or just put it on your skin. Let it do it. Let it do what it's going to do. I guarantee you'll see great results. That being said, thank you, Reggie. God bless you, man.
Wow. So family, those testimonies, absolutely incredible. And again, this works for everyone every time. It's just a matter of time. So we're going to just finish up with a few slides here, and then we'll open the floor quickly for a couple of questions. But family, we don't just have a one-of-a-kind product. We have a one-of-a-kind company, 20-year-old company, open in over 75 countries. It's 83 specifically. And the reason why we're seeing such incredible success is because this is not a Me Too product. It's unique, it's patented. And again, you cannot patent a placebo.
Sure can't.
Right? So it's not weight loss skincare supplements, but it gets results in each of those categories. And with the launch of this technology and our team coming on board, the This Is It team led by Steve and Gina Merritt, the company went from 20 million a year in 2021 to over 600 million last year in revenue. This year, we're on a rocket ship to $1 billion, which means something very special we'll be sharing shortly. Success leaves clues. LifeWave is now ranked the #1 momentum company per business from home.org. And the company have received the Oscars, the Emmy Award of this industry from the DSN for 2024 and 2025, #1 for growth. So what's most important in your life? Because we have a God-given blessing that can impact every area and on every level of our lives. So is it family? Is it time freedom? Is it security, travel, better health, less debt? Family, we now have our hands on something that can benefit all of those categories. So I'm so excited about this part because the company, instead of choosing traditional marketing and paying millions of dollars in commercials and infomercials, or paying, stars or social media influencers to market the product, family, they hold on to the millions. Let a friend tell a friend, a family member tell a family member, understanding that you're more apt to believe someone you know than a paid actor or actress on TV that you don't know. Word of mouth is still the best way to get good news
Absolutely.
out. And so the system that you're looking at right here with you on the top, and it starts out with you loving on four people. Right? So who do you know that suffer with pain? Who do you know that want increased health, better sleep, more energy, or even more finances?
Everybody I know.
Additional income, right? It starts with loving on those four people. Family, on this Zoom, we have several people that's loved on four people, and the company calls them a manager. And what being a manager means is that you're able to tap into all the 6 ways of receiving or getting awarded and rewarded income from the company. This way, it starts out paying $50 a week and goes all the way up to $25,000 a week.
We got several managers on here tonight.
Absolutely. So, family, we're not talking about this as a trial, right? Because we have several families that have experienced miracles in their body and started ministering, sharing this technology. And before you know it, they were maxing out this $25,000 a week. Now, LifeWave makes no promises or guarantees regarding income. The success or failure of each LifeWave brand partner, like any other business, depends on your skills and personal effort.
Absolutely.
You should not rely on the results of others. LifeWave brand partners as an indicator of what you will earn. But I tell you this, if you experience this blessing for yourself and you continually share this blessing
fearlessly,
you will realize what my HoneyLove and I have realized, and we'll share that in just a moment. So that is the only way that pays right now that has a cap. All of the other ways are unlimited, like this matching bonus.
Listen, this is so simple. You love on the people, you share the patches, and guess what? They have life transforming experiences, and they want to keep getting the patches. And then they know so many other people that they want to love on and they want to share with, and they begin to do so. And guess what? Because of the fact that you shared it with them, everything that they do, the company actually pays a percentage of what they get paid. So simply, everyone that you share it with, the company is going to pay you 25% of what they've earned. Listen, this is the reason why. I'm not going to go into any more details of this. This is the reason why we've got a single mother of 3 making more than $200,000 per week. Not per month, not per year, but per week. And we've got so many people earning wonderful, wonderful income. And listen, let me tell you something. You may say that money is not the most important thing, but it certainly affects the most important things of your life, okay? It affects all of the most important things of our life. And let me tell you something. The more time I can spend with my family is the better my life is. Not having to have someone dictate everything that I do, when I can do it, and who I can do it with, I'd rather not.
Absolutely. So this is gaining freedom for so many people that's chosen to experience and share this, not just financial freedom, but time freedom, as my HoneyLove is saying.
Absolutely.
You know, it's one thing to be able to have time with the family, but it's another thing to be able to have time with the family in Italy or in Switzerland,
Yes.
or in
The island somewhere.
Punta Cana.
Yes.
Like, you know, we were sent to Punta Cana, Dominican Republic, as a free trip, one of the ways the company pays. So here's how you get started, family. When we saw that within 6 months of using these patches, that the internal organs are reversed in age, health, and vitality by 8 years, clinically documented, and we saw that these patches were getting people better results than the $7,000 to $400,000 stem cell injection. The very first testimony you heard, the woman paid $20,000 for one injection, and it was third-party stem cells. And she got benefits, but not like she got from 7 days of patching.
Amazing.
7 patches.
Like, seriously.
So, listen, when we saw that we could get 600 of these patches with the premium package, which is a 20-month supply, it's the most popular package because it's just $1,750 with shipping and handling, under $1,900. Shipping and taxes,
Yes.
under $1,900. And that brings the price per patch down to $3 a patch. Are you kidding me? For the cost of a cup of coffee a day, I could be pain-free, living my best life. My health increased, sleeping better, having more energy. You got to be kidding me. And then have the opportunity to bring my family additional income from home that frees up our time and frees up our debts and finances in a tremendous way, compressing time. So, family, my HoneyLove and I, when we saw that, that's what we did. Most of our families and friends went with the premium, the 20-month supply, because it just made sense. After being a child of God, I'm Jamaican, raised in New York. I ain't paying top dollar for something I could get for $3
Absolutely
a pop
not.
if I can help it. So the value for this kind of technology. Secondly, our results. Family, from day one, all our pain gone. Thirdly, we're in our 40s. I'm 47. My beautiful, fine as wine wife, she'll be 47 in September.
Yes.
Most of our friends and family in our age group, they're dealing with some ache, some pain, some condition that some of them have started taking medication for, don't like the way the meds make them feel. Like that second testimony, one shot of oxycodone, and she was thrown up for 2 weeks.
My goodness.
So we said, we're going to share this blessing, 1 to 3 patches with our friends. But then when we consider our parents and their friends, they're dealing with excruciating old age, discomfort and pain, surgery after surgery, missing body parts, and some have even gone home earlier to be with Jesus because of side effects from medications they've been taking for years. So we said we would gift some 1 to 3 patches, no more than 3. You got to get your own. And then the last reason, the compensation plan that pays 6 ways. This package, the premium, puts you in the driver's seat, the fast lane. So as a customer, if you just want to patch and enjoy the benefits, you get the best price. If you want to take advantage of the 6 ways to get paid, well, this puts you in the driver's seat in a major way. Now, the next package is the Advance. The Advance is a 6-month supply. You get 180 patches. You're still open to all 6 ways to be rewarded by the compensation plan. It's just $535 with shipping and taxes, under $600. The last but not least of the wholesale packages is the core. A 3-month supply, 90 patches. This is for someone who says, you know what? I just want to see what deep healing begins in my body, because 3 months is actually a scientific time period for the body. Within 3 months, deep healing happens in the body. And that's why a woman's pregnancy is broken down into 3-month intervals called trimesters. So this 3-month supply of the core, it's just $295 with shipping and taxes, under $340. And this gets you started. So you're going to just select one of the 3 ways to get started. You're only buying either core, advance, or premium one time. Then after that, you want to decide to get on the monthly subscription or auto ship, because you don't want to run out of patches after you're feeling good. And then if you're sharing this, And, you know, most of our friends and family, like ourselves, didn't intend to share it. They just thought of the pain they wanted to be out of. But once something dramatic happened for them, or they started looking at the information and seeing, like my HoneyLove said, how powerful this technology is, like God technology, reflecting your own God-given light, they said, I've got to share this.
Absolutely.
And so you want to decide on a monthly subscription, either a one sleeve, which is a 1 month supply. This is what a sleeve is called, 30 patches in each of these, or a 2 month supply. On the 1 month supply, it's going to be $99.95, just on $120 with shipping and taxes. On the 2 month supply, it's going to be $199.90, just under $230 with shipping and taxes. You definitely want to be on a 2 month supply if you're married. You don't want to be hopping around, humming, doing jumping jacks, and your spouse is dragging their feet. You heard in the first testimony how it changed things for their marriage, including their intimacy. So imagine you're the only one feeling good in your marriage. No, you want you both feeling good, right? And then also the 2 month supply is going to really keep you able to receive all of the benefits of the 6 ways to get paid. Family, the 2 websites you want to check out is thisisinfo.com. All your questions on this technology will be answered. The doctors, the clinical medical studies, the PubMed.gov white papers, everything is there for you. And then thisisitteam.com, the compensation plan, the 10 steps of success, all of the Zoom schedules is there. So the time is now to make your move. Are you serious about your health? Are you serious about your dreams? This is hope for the future. You want to get started. Why? Because Ecclesiastes 5:19 says it is a good thing to receive wealth from God
and the good health to enjoy it, to enjoy our purpose, work, and our lot in life. This is indeed a gift from God.
So family, this has truly been a gift from God. We started sharing and we didn't have any idea that in 11 months of sharing this, after taking our rent money, we took our rent money. We took
with
under $1,900, not knowing where another red penny was coming from, out of our $2,500 rent money to get started with that 20-month supply, not knowing that when we started administering this blessing, when we started ministering to people, right, that they would see miracles like we did. Within our first month, we recouped our initial investment and some. And then within 11 short months, we had over 300 miracle testimonies. And we were rewarded enough from this to be able to move from that little 3-bedroom small apartment where our neighbors downstairs would knock on our door. Then we messed up, gave them our number. Then they started texting and calling us to tell us our kids were running around on their heads like they felt like the ceiling was coming down. Well, in 11 short months, we didn't have to deal with any neighbors because we were able to have enough from this to move to our brand new, newly constructed 4-bedroom spacious home where the kids run around all day, and nobody has to stop them. So we didn't know that God would bless us sharing and getting miracles to go from no family vehicle to 1 SUV to 2 SUVs, including our dream SUV that we had on our dream board that gives us enough room as a family of 6?
Well, 7, but our oldest one is he lives in Georgia. So there's 6 of us here now.
Absolutely. So
we have 6 plus we can have 2 to 3 other people in our SUV with us.
No more driving around here and the kids arguing about your seat's on my knees, move your chair, move over, all of that. So it's just been absolutely incredible. And family, we haven't scratched the scratch. We're just getting started. So family, this is it. Next level event in August here in Orlando, Florida. You want to go to thisisitconvention.com.
We got some people coming with us from California.
Absolutely. We got some people coming with us from Maryland. It's going to be really an exciting time. We're going to get to see each other face to face.
And also our Florida family. Our Florida family is also going to be there too. So we're excited. We're excited to be able to lock arms and to put our arms around some of the people that we've only met via Zoom and phone calls. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be able to grow with all of you all. And listen, if you have not gone to thisisitconvention.com, you absolutely need to listen. Put this before the Lord. Put it before the Lord and let him know what you want to do and let him make it happen. Because I'm telling you, your business is literally going to go to the next level when you come to next level, because you're going to experience something that you couldn't have received with a third-party phone call, us just telling you that.
Not only that, family, you're going to go to the next level.
Absolutely.
Because that's what happened for my HoneyLove and I. When you have people that went from zero, struggling, physically in their body, struggling financially.
Yes.
We had a couple that we met. They were living in somebody's shed. No running water. No, they just had a cot in somebody's shed. No AC. Family, within 24 months, they experienced a miracle in their body and started sharing. They were able to buy their own mansion out in California. And now they been able to pay people's mortgages and rent. And that's what we've been able to do as well. We went from struggling to pay our rent to being able to now help others pay their rent and their mortgage. So meeting 130 multimillionaires from around the world that literally experienced miracles with this patch, shared this patch, and witnessed miracles. And now their family is experiencing time freedom and financial freedom on a level that they had no idea that God was going to bless them with. You've got to be there to meet the people yourself, to hear their testimony. And the most impactful part of the event is after the event.
Absolutely.
You end up running into them in the elevator. You end up running into them. You got a room on the same floor. You end up running into them in the lobby or at a restaurant. And then they're just so transparent. Mm-hmm. And by the time we left our first event, we were not the same people.
Absolutely.
We had been expanded in our spirit, in our faith, because all of the top leaders are believers. They believe in Jesus and don't play about their relationship. So we were expanded in our belief, in our faith, in our vision for ourselves and our family and for our community. And so family, that's why the company has a vision of changing, impacting 1 billion households for Christ's health and wealth. Our vision is to create 300 millionaires, 300 millionaires. And this year, the team goal, this is a team goal, is to impact 1 million lives with this technology. Family, we're well on our way. We're excited. So we're going to open the floor now for any questions whatsoever. Questions going once, questions going twice.
All you got to do is unmute yourself, or you can stick it in the chat if you feel like you want to type it.
Questions.
This is Cynthia. I put a question in the chat because somebody asked me about the warranty. So how does that work?
Oh, the 30-day money-back guarantee. So listen, whatever wholesale package you get, if in 30 days you say, you know what, I'm ending my journey, right? You can call up the company. I mean, really and truly, it's just a literal easy click, right? And a simple conversation. They send you out an email. You get the instructions on how to return the package, and you get your money back.
How to return the unopened patches, because they don't want any of the patches that you've already opened up. So those you're going to keep, but they'll give you instructions to return the ones that are unopened, and then they'll put the money back on the card that you used.
But listen, in 20 years of this company, less than 1% of people that experience this technology for themselves have ever returned their product for a refund. Now, I don't know if you've ever looked at a company, but you take companies, well-known companies like Apple, you take well-known companies like Amazon, you take well-known companies, it doesn't matter what field, the average return rate is 15 to 30%. This is less than 1% 20-year-old company.
Wow.
And that's why the company has a AAA+. So does that AAA+ rating, does that answer your question?
Oh yeah, and personally, there are a lot of things that I think this person could benefit from, because like I told her, you guys have your saying about it'll help everybody anytime. It just may take a matter of time.
Absolutely.
And like I was explaining to her, hey, it took you a while to get where you are.
Absolutely.
So some people feel something right away because, some improvement, and it may be in an area she doesn't even know about.
Absolutely. So because our stem cells, when they reactivate, they don't ask our permission what we want them to work on first. They have an innate design to go to the areas of most need first. God designed them that way because you may have an issue with your knees, but another issue with your heart, liver, lungs, or kidney, and you just don't know it. And our stem cells are like, look, I can deal without knees, but I can't deal without those other essential organs. We're going to go to work on those first. So maybe they know there's something going on, and maybe they don't. But I'll tell you this, if you give your body the time to heal itself, it will do exactly what God created it to do.
Again, you don't get a patent for placebo.
Exactly.
And we have over 200 patents now. So, family, it's real. It works whether you feel it or not. Brian, you had your
a question
hand raised. So the floor is yours now, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hi, this is Brian's wife. How are you this evening?
We are well and wonderful, bless the
Thank
Lord.
God for Jesus.
And Brian's wife, may I know your name?
My name is Josie.
Josie, it's a pleasure. What can we answer for you tonight?
Well, I came in on the tail end, so I may be asking a question that you already answered because I was at another business meeting. But okay. I wanted to find out, okay, so in getting involved into selling the X39, in terms of making money with it.
Yes.
Give me just a quick overview of how you make money with it now.
Very simple. You experience the patches for yourself and you put patches on people. So you're sharing the patches or you're sharing the information, because we've had so many people that's come on board and make an order for themselves, one of the wholesale packages. And so this company, once you order either 3, 6, or 20 months.
But really, for those who are focused on the business, it's really either the 6-month or the 20-month.
Absolutely. So thank you for making that distinction, HoneyLove. So once you order either the 6 or 20 months, listen, you're open to the 6 ways of being paid by the company, which oh my goodness, where was I going now? Okay, so you get a free website and back office, as well as a link that you can share with everybody you share this information with or put a patch on. So this is the simplest thing we've ever done. All we did was get patched, and then we began sharing the patches. And the simple way that we did it was we just called our friends up and said, listen, we've got a blessing to share with you like nothing we've ever seen or experienced. And that was the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Absolutely.
And we said, we're sending you a link. Watch the first few videos and give us a call back. We'll tell you exactly what it did for us. And we've had people that they said, I'll tell you exactly what I'm looking to see it do for me. Because understanding the technology works for everyone every time. It's just a matter of time, because it's not about the patch.
Absolutely.
It's about what the patch does, which is reflect everyone's each individual, unique, God-given infrared light. And it's our light that activates 11 healing systems, including our stem cells, eliminating inflammation and causing the body to heal, repair, and rejuvenate itself. So you do that, you patch enough people, and then you point them to your own link where they can go order directly from the company.
Or you point them directly to us, we will have a conversation with them on your behalf.
Absolutely.
And then use your link to put their order in.
Absolutely. Like Dr. Watkins, you know, he put us on the line with everybody. And, you know, in a month and a half, you know, he had over 70 people that experienced this blessing and had miracle testimonies. By the time he checked his back office, he had a strong comma check he was not expecting.
Absolutely.
Right.
Because we get paid 6 different ways.
Absolutely. So I'm not going to say how much it was, extra $4,000, right? Unexpected, right? Just like us, you know, we didn't expect over $90,000. We didn't expect that, right? Just like Val, you know, same thing. She just experienced the patch within 2 hours. Not only the pain in her back was gone, but the pain in her brother's back was gone. And she ordered the 3-month, upgraded to the 6-month, then upgraded to the 20-month, all in 1 week, because she just kept getting miracle testimonies. Well, within a month and a half, she had over 70 miracle testimonies and didn't realize that she would bring home an extra $7,000 within 2 months, over $10,000. Now, I'm not making income claims. I'm just saying this is what happened to people that did not expect it. All they did was share this. And so everyone who just keeps it simple and let the information and the patch talk for them, or tell their testimony of what's happening, you know, like Sister Karen, Sister Naomi, Sister Sandra, you know, I mean, who else is on here? Who else is on here?
There's a lot of them on here.
I mean,
that have followed that simple
oh my
system.
God, Sister Carrie, you know, it's like, KT, you just experience the patch and share the patch.
And Phyllis and Eddie, oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
And Ron, where are you at? Ron, oh my gosh.
Don and Eva, you know.
Don and Eva.
I mean, like, you just, look, you just enjoying the experience of your body healing itself.
And loving on some people.
You're giving that gift away to others. And in 1 to 3 patches, and guess what? People are going to want to order. They're going to use your link. Order directly from the company. You put them on the phone with us, 7 times out of 10, they're choosing one of those wholesale packages.
Absolutely.
And the rest is history. You're laughing, sharing miracle testimonies, and you're laughing, checking your back office and seeing comma checks.
Okay. Thank you for the information.
Absolutely. Right. Who invited you to the call tonight, Josie?
Our cousin, Valerie Herring.
Okay, cousin Valerie Herring.
Oh yeah, we call her Good News Val.
Good News Val.
We call her multi-millionaire maker, and
yes,
the reason
indeed.
why is because she has a heart for people like most of the people on the call.
Absolutely.
And whatever we make happen for someone, God makes happen for us.
Yes, indeed. Are there any other questions? We're sorry we're a little long-winded, but we all right.
No, that's okay. No. I just wanted to make sure I understood. So, that's fine. If I have any other questions, I can reach out to Val, and she can reach out to you all. And so I'm good. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Wonderful. We look forward to journeying and partnering with you, Miss Josie.
Thank you.
Are there any other questions, beautiful people? Hey, Tashana, I seen you had your camera on and then you just took it off for a second.
All right, family. Any other questions that we can answer for you? Well, listen, family, we're on a rocket ship to $1 billion. $600 million is going to be paid out this year. You get to determine your piece.
Absolutely.
You get to determine your share. And family, what you want to do before this month is out is make a goal for the rest of the year. Because if you share it with 6 people that 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 share it with 6 people, in the next 6 months, Christmas could look a whole lot different.
No. Christmas will look a whole lot different for you. Do you hear me? It will look a whole lot different for you. Okay?
Absolutely.
I'm telling you. As a matter of fact, the next 3 months can look very different for you.
Absolutely. And so, family, we're excited. We're excited to have you on our health and wealth journey alongside. We're excited to partner with you. You're in this not by yourself, maybe for yourself, but not by yourself.
Definitely.
You have a family. You have a team. We are the #1 team in a $200 billion industry with over $200 billion industry with over 6,000 companies and hundreds of thousands of team around the world. We're the #1 team. In the last 24 months, over 300,000 miracle testimonies, over 130 new multimillionaires, and we just getting started. We haven't even scratched the scratch. So family, we're excited for you. Get back with the person that invited you to the Zoom, and we look forward to being on a conversation with you. You can't bother us. Call us anytime. You can't bother us. We're serious when we say that.
Absolutely.
We don't always answer the phone because we make time for our family. We make time for each other. Thank God for these patches. and we make time. And we make time, to enjoy our lives. So the worst thing that can happen is we don't answer the phone, but we'll get back to you. Thursday at 8:30 is going to be the next time we meet. Tomorrow we have a team meeting with Steve and Gina. They're going to be doing the Zoom tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. We'll get that information out. But family, every day we have a Zoom that you can plug into and hear those phenomenal testimonies and also share with others. So it's been a plum pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege. You have an amazing evening. Be blessed.
Yes, indeed. Love y'all. Hey, Tasha, call me. Y'all have a blessed one.
All right, family. Y'all take care now. Terrific Tuesday. Let's see. Did someone say something in the chat?
Pastor Noel. Can you hear me?
Yes, we certainly can, Sister Connie.
Okay. I'll call you shortly. I just got home, and just to let you know what's happening with Beata's issue.
Okay, and guess what? I've got some insight. I spoke with the leaders out in South Africa, so I have some insight. So I'm excited to have that conversation. I was going to give you a call anyway because I didn't know if it'd be too late for Sister Beata. So I'm excited to speak with you, Connie. Blessings and love, everyone. Y'all have an amazing evening.
Hey, beautiful lady.
Hey, how you doing?
I am so well and wonderful. And yourself?
I'm good.
That is fantastic.
Listen, y'all want to go to
I forgot.
our page.
We were on a
you
live
want to watch the 3 tagged videos. You want to go hit the link in the bio.
Yes, indeed.
Or you want to go to the comments on the 3-pin videos, and it will show us exactly how to get a hold of us, because we're real people with real results physically and financially, and we want to help you and your family get those same results. So our family, tremendous Tuesday to you. Blessings and love. Look forward to connecting with you and helping you on your health and wealth journey.
Okay. So when did you want to do that?